Hey Fandom, it's me Aaron for a comic show. I'm here with a bunch more comics for this week, and last week was just insane. It was like, you know, the best week ever for me. Thanks everyone who congratulated me on the announcement that I'm having a son. Little Justice League Holland will be here, and we'll have like the Hall of Justice and all that. It'll be awesome. It'll just be the best. And I own the whole Geekeasy now in addition to the comic shop. That's been met with like just 100% positivity. Put Adam in charge in here. He's kicking ass. Announcement's going to be made tomorrow that we're bringing back Glitch. If you're local, you know Glitch, and he had left, and now he's coming back. It's going to be like the rebirth of the cool, Static Shock and all that. And great week of comics. So let's do this. Batman 38. It seems like forever since Batman 37. It's just that good. When I'm reading this, I don't want to be distracted at all. Like, I put my phone on silent. I tell people just don't talk to me. This is just, the amount of payoff in this from the entire run is ridiculous. Just things from Zero Year. Remember, like, Dr. Death is like, oh, that was a little, what, Zero Year, and then, oh, there's payoff in here. That pays off with Joker, you know, and the end of Death of the Family, we're like, oh, that was a little anticlimactic with Joker. How's he going to get his face back? It's like, Scott Snyder has this all planned. It's all coming to fruition here, page after page, brilliant. Joker and Scott Snyder had these plans from the beginning, and I freaking love this Endgame. It is my favorite Batman story ever, and for the people that have been along for the ride from the first issue, you know what I'm talking about. And when you read this issue, you'll even know more because everything's just coming together. Deathstroke, this is like love-hate book for me. This issue, again, I enjoyed it. I'm sorry, everyone who expects better from me. It's like an action movie with tons of guest stars, so kind of like the Expendables. There's guest stars all over. You see Harley here, but Harley in here was fun. She was fun, and they're in Gotham City, and there's going to be a showdown with Batman, and I am enjoying it. I'm sorry. I hate the fact that Deathstroke's younger now. I hate the fact that he looks like he does in the Arrow TV show. He's not an old man with one eye or whatever the hell, you know, but I am enjoying the book. Between the covers, you know, it's like one of those things. Like, I wouldn't kick it out of bed. So, yeah, there's that. Harley Quinn, I am enjoying this run immensely. You know, we had John Timms here signing and doing sketches. This issue's pretty fun. Again, you have these two covers. I love these Harley Quinn covers for Harley Quinn month. This one, the Mad Love one, awesome. She's moving on. She has a new man other than Mr. J. And there's also some weird Hot Topic ad for Mad Love and Harley and Valentine's Day and Joker and all these. It's kind of like, they could have done a better ad than that. But anyway, Harley Quinn. Yeah, good times. Valentine's Day coming up. Multiversity Guidebook. This really is a comic. Like, it's not like a handbook. There are, in the center, there's several pages of different Earths and the description of all the Earths. That's just in the center of the book. It opens with just sequential art, story, really good story. It's fun. You have like these kids and Justice League kids. It's not JL8, but it might as well be. And then you have when they discover all these secrets, we're discovering these secrets, and then as soon as we're done knowing about all the 52 Earths, it goes back to story. So seriously, get it, don't skip it. If you skip it, there's going to be something wrong, because you know the multiversity is complex. You know there's 52 Earths. You know there's all this crazy stuff going on, all these crazy ideas, and it seems like, when's Grant Morrison ever going to explain all this nuttiness? When's he ever going to tie it all together? When am I going to get the big picture? If only Grant Morrison would do a damn guidebook. You know, he should have done that for his Batman run, or our Final Crisis guide. It's here. Get it. Seriously. It's not dry. It's not just like the official Marvel handbook or Who's Who. It's actual story and content. You need it. Like, if you're getting Multiversity, seriously, get it. Seriously. And if you're retailing and ordered it as a handbook, order more, because it's good. You should order it to the levels of all the other issues of Multiversity. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But you know, every time an issue of this comes out, I just gush over it, because that's just my thing. I love Grant Morrison's take on superhero universes ever since Animal Man. Moving on. Remender and Acuna, Uncanny Avengers #1. This is coming right out of Axis, where certain characters remained inverted, and No More Mutants has a new meaning with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. They might not be mutants because Magneto may not be their father, you know, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm not drawing a line in the sand of that. It's like, no! I don't care. Just give me a great story, and which I know I'm going to piss off my employee Oral. He loves Scarlet Witch. There's not that many great Scarlet Witch stories, in my opinion. There's, you know, you can count them on one hand. So give me a great story. Quicksilver, make him, you know, like a super fast Guy Gardner, just an asshole that can run really fast, and have fun. Sabretooth, he's cool on the team, and Brother Voodoo. I'm so glad that Dr. Voodoo, Brother Voodoo, I'm glad that Remender is back on that character because it was so short-lived, and he had a great voice for the character when he was doing that book, and now he's here. So if you're getting Uncanny Avengers, keep getting it with this. And if you liked Axis and you want what's next for Axis and the characters that, some of them that stayed inverted, get it. That's about all there is. Thor, this book is on fire. This book is hilarious. This is the Thor versus Thor issue, and Thor confronts female Thor of, you know, like, who are you? Are you my mother? You know, like, are you my mom? And it's somewhat resolved in a hilarious way. We still might not, like, there's clues, but we still don't definitively know who female Thor is. But we know some of who she's not, and we're piecing it together. And this book, Jason Aaron's been just killing it on this book. It's been nonstop fun, and only 4 issues in. Yeah. So where are all the people that said they were going to drop it with the female Thor? Because they're not at my store. It's selling better than it was. It's selling 3 times as good as it was, and it's the same writer, Jason Aaron. Yeah, seriously, if you drop Thor, I hate making these statements, but you might be a misogynist. You really might. I don't know you personally, so I really can't say, but it's possible. Like, you might be a redneck if, like, that type of thing. You know, I'm not making, yeah, okay. And New Avengers, you see the Beyonder on the cover from the 70s and Secret Wars and all that, and you see Hank Pym on the cover, Yellow Jacket. You know, last issue of Avengers had a big thing with one of the Illuminati, and now here's another big thing, and it's all coming together. I'm super excited for what Hickman has planned for Secret Wars and Marvel. Moving on to more Hickman, The Dying and the Dead. I'm still promoting this book in my video, even though Diamond shorted me. I got 1 copy, so I got 1 copy from my video, yay! But it's double-sized, no ads, and 1969, it's kind of creepy, and then it gets really creepy. It gets really, like, River Styx creepy, like crazy, like, mythology nuttiness. Seriously, if you like anything Hickman's ever did, give it a shot. What do you have to lose? I mean, it is $4.50, but it's double-sized. It's issue 1. Give it a shot. He's never let me down. Never. Not once has Hickman ever let me down on anything I tried, so give it a shot. They're Not Like Us. This is by Eric Stevenson, who is the publisher of Image. He's like their editor-in-chief type guy. He's also a good writer, and the first issue I enjoyed. This issue, again, pretty cool. Anger's energy. I like the not equal sign because it's so jarring in this day and age. But what about if we evolved like mutants? If young people were starting to be born and involved with like different types of powers that regular people didn't have, wouldn't that be the ultimate form of privilege? That's like takes white privilege and just takes a big dump on it because they can read your mind, they can start fire with their mind, they can do whatever they want. That is the ultimate privilege, and these kids are living the ultimate privileged life. They don't have to work any, and they make sure that they don't look in a way that they could be discriminated against. Like, they have to wear really nice clothes, they can't have any piercings or tattoos. It's like a cool take on mutants, privilege, the younger generation, and completely different than Deadly Class, where that's all like punk and totally just crazy. These are like kids just wanting to exploit their privilege, and I'm enjoying it. Cool, do it. Sex Criminals 10. You guys know I love Sex Criminals. There's more sex in this book. It's cool. I'm really enjoying it. And Bitch Planet 2, if you read issue 1, you know how fun it was. And I will still defend my statement that it was like Orange is the New Black without the white privilege because, and you know, I couldn't explain that in the last video because it'd be a spoiler, the character that you think is going to be a protagonist, the more upper class white character, ends up being killed by the end of the issue, and you're like, WTF, you know, no one is safe. You know, because you always think the upper class white woman's safe in the prison. We're going to see how bad the prison is through the lens of someone you can relate to. No, that's not this book. This book is just I don't know what to say. I was going to say balls to the wall crazy, but I don't know what, I'm not woman enough to make that type of analysis. But it's highly enjoyable, and I'm loving the shit out of it. And finally, 2 trades. We have Outcast by Kirkman, and I still have a hard time pronouncing it, Azakadza. I asked him to his face, and I said it a few times, and now I don't remember. But Kirkman's like, you know, who cares if we can't trademark or the trademark request got denied or whatever, copyright for Outcast. We're still calling it Outcast. Screw you, we'll settle in court, out of court, whatever, who knows. But this book is great. It's $9.99. It's 6 issues. You get this whole story for $10, and it's basically demons. This dude was like, had dealt with demonic possession his whole life, whether it was his mom or him or girlfriends, whatever, people around him. And now he's trying to get answers finally after just running from it, being depressed, all that stuff. And the answers aren't good. And the answers could be the end of all humanity. And he's wrapped up into this with some hick preacher. And it's awesome. Don't worry, they're not like, it's not watered down. Like, he actually is a certain denomination of preacher, and he actually mentions Jesus and whatnot. It's not watered down, but it's not preachy at all, because, you know, they're not like saying, like, at the end, like, you know, have you accepted Christ as your personal Savior? No. Christ might have screwed up. I mean, just saying, in this fictitious universe that isn't our world, you know, if people want to hate on me, but when Christ cast out all these demons in the New Testament, where did they go? You know, like, where did they go? They went into pigs, the pigs went into the water, and then what? There was a legion of demons, a legion. They even called them legion. Like, even in the King James Version, it says the legion of demons. And he put them in pigs. The pigs jumped off a cliff. Then what? Then this is what I'm saying. So, you know, I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, usually with women, not with comics, but it's the first time for everything. And then Black Science 2, Rick Remender, loving Black Science, and how the protagonist, the narrator, shifts, where you're following one douchebag, and then now you're following another douchebag, and god damn it if Rick Remender does not have a definitive voice for douchebags. Like, he doesn't care what race or gender or creed or color, anything. If you're a douchebag, Rick Remender can write you in a first-person narrative because he knows douchebags inside and out. And I'm loving this book. Just anarchy, just science anarchy. And this is like the multiverse, just dirty, just bad, and it's just a horrible place. It's going to like try to kill you at every turn. Where Multiversity with Grant Morrison is pretty fun. It's very colorful. It's kind of Kirby-esque. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.